Well, here we are. Stairway to Heaven or some shit, whatever this place is called. Lots happened in this game, I guess. Or maybe a lot hasn't happened. But overall, I'd say this game has been pretty disappointing for a game that took, I don't know, its previous game in the sequence. I guess you could say it was on the Game Boys, but from a console perspective, it's been 13 years and this is what they came up with. All polish, all style, but nothing really there to grasp into or to understand or to follow or to even want to complete. And it's sad to think that after all this time, this is what they could do? Makes me think something else must have been going on. Obviously, the amount of time it took for this to come out was not because they wanted to figure out the story or about how it ended. Obviously, there's other things going on. Probably related a lot to Disney, considering that there's a fucking Frozen commercial in the middle of the game that plays out exact scenes from the movie, exact songs too. For some reason, somebody thought that was a good idea to put into a video game. A movie that any fan would already have and could watch if they wanted, so why would you put it into the game? There's just a lot of pretty stupid decisions like that. But also, on the other side of it, if you just look at the game and pure story stuff, the way they edited it, or the order they had you play it in, sometimes didn't make sense. Sometimes you did something, and then something happened out of nowhere, and then you went back, and then you redid it again. I don't know what the benefit of that was. It was like they were just trying to make the game artificially longer. If you look at the gameplay segments on their own, and if you could put them in any order you wanted, I would think there'd be a better game than what is presented to you here. For instance, that area where you're all like trippy and falling down and picking up pieces of yourself, that should have just been at the beginning of the game. That would have been a cool intro and weird, been like, whoa, cool, look at what they can do with the engine. But instead they just throw it in when you're about to fight a lot of the final bosses, and then you have to re-go back to all the worlds. That whole thing could have just been cut out. All it did was artificially extend the game. It was the same fight. I mean, the boss is kind of cool, I guess, but would have been cooler in a different place. It shouldn't have been there. If you're about to fight all the organization members, why would you have another boss appear out of nowhere? It's a little lesser. You're just comparing your expectation to the current boss. Kingdom Hearts bosses work best when you don't know what it is that's coming. When it's like some weird goopy thing, or some weird pre-demon, or some weird fucking wolf that flies around, you know? When you don't know what's coming, you're like, whoa, and then you fight it, you go like, ah, okay, my expectations have now matched what's going on. But if you say, oh, you're gonna fight this guy, and then you throw in some other random lesser thing, all you can do is compare to what you wanted to do. The beginning of the game should not have been the Hercules world. It should have been, you should have been here at this place. It should have been like, these people. Who are they? These guys? Should have been this guy. This is who you should have been at the beginning of the game, was this guy. And you experiencing, like, that would be a whole good place for exposition, backstory, to explain all this background information. Or where the things lead to, what the motivation of the bad guy is, like what you achieve. And you got this whole weird Lost Season 6 thing going on, Boy in Black, Boy in White. And it's done just as poorly as Lost Season 6, where you're like, what? Where they're like explaining you stuff at the end when they should have done it at the beginning. Obviously, when you retcon stuff, it hurts the story flow, pacing, tone of what's going on. And if you even care about what's going on. We got some, look at this fucking guy. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. I guess he must be from the mobile game. And some reason they decided to put him in here, as if anybody played that shit that wanted to play this game. If you're playing a mobile game, you'd probably just play fucking like Clash of Clans or some shit. Why would you buy a console to play to see the sequel, to see the end of that? There's a lot of really dumb decisions made, and it's gonna plague the game. You gotta rate the game as a whole, not just because it has flashy combat. That's why Kingdom Hearts 2 sucks, even though some people don't want to admit it. But we'll see, maybe they can redeem themselves. I doubt it. If I'm feeling this way at the end, they've already failed. But hey, let's see what they got. don't even know what Keyblade I want to use. Not that it matters, I guess. That's another thing, is the difficulty in this game has been really easy. Set on hard. I could just say, oh, it's because I've gotten better, and I can beat everything easy now, but I doubt it.
It sure is awful quiet here.
I never had to change my strategy. I use the same strategy for most bosses. Oh, look, there he is. He's in the corner. You gonna look? He's over there. There he goes. He's gone. Old man. I'm guessing he grew up here with that other guy, the Master Ericus, and that something happened and the whole world was destroyed. Probably something he did. This is probably be some like fucking Full Metal Alchemist shit. He was trying to do something to gain power and sacrifice the whole area. We had to fight him? It's gonna be like a... What the hell?
What's
like
going
a
on?
thing? What's going on? How many times has Sora said that just in this game? Or some like related phrase? What's happening? Why? These guys are kind of cool. Like, all the enemy designs have been pretty great so far in this game.
Are you serious?
Ask another question, Sora. I'm sure somebody will answer. How cool would it have been if these guys were in the game instead of the fucking organization? Instead of bringing them back, it could have been like you go to the worlds and each world has one of these guys and you fight them. They're like these super demon things. Instead of just talking with the organization members, they give out some exposition.
Get on to the station.
No, you idiot.
Oh, I don't think they're the locals.
Ready?
What was the point of that? What just happened and why? That was a cutscene. This is a Kingdom Hearts 3 cutscene, is where you think something's gonna happen, and then everything goes away, and then you think, why did that happen? I could have skipped that, and I would have been better for it. Oh, here we go. Holy shit. Oh, they got like fucking... Oh, damn. These guys got a bunch of weapons. Alright. Oh, is it just one guy? See, these guys, I like these guys because they harken back to like Kingdom Hearts 1. Ah, shit. Should have waited on that one.
Try this.
Well, I can get this ready in the meantime. How you like this, buddy? Oh.
Back off.
Yeah.
There.
I got something. Oh, fuck. My bad.
Light.
Oh, shit. They're not even here. Those guys kind of harken back to, I think they're called the Invisibles. I like these weird, kind of cool, dark, heartless guys that got like cool swords. Where'd he go? Did he run away? You get scared. Oh, that was cool. So they have like, they are Organization 13 for whatever reason.
I know what's up.
Super Saiyan, go move! What's your power, buddy?
See ya.
Shit. Oh, damn. Nice one.
Heal.
Oh, shit.
There.
That's just run on that one. Alicia. What? You scared? Whoa. What the hell? Oh, shit. Whoa. fuck. Not nice. What am I supposed to do? Oh.
Here we go. Right.
I can shoot beams of light out of nowhere too. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh fuck. Okay. Flying over them. What was that? Oh fuck.
That was close.
Damn. Interesting. Here you go, buddies. Are we gonna find some ingredients here, Goofy?
I know what to do. So we're off.
Oh no. How's this for ya? Can I hit you if you're in the air with Goofy? Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. Fuck with that.
Here we go. Later.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Of all the places to be sent.
But I feel like a bot, like if you
Master
like a boss
Xehanort.
fight like that, if you played it in the first games, I think it would have been more challenging, or like those
Behold,
rays that shot down
this
would have done more
town.
damage, or you know,
Once
it
a
felt more
seat
challenged.
of
But now I
power
just
for
did that
all
fight, and it's
Keyblade
done, and on to the
wielders.
next thing.
It is the nexus from which all worlds
Looks like they filled the game with
spring.
more boss fights, but made them all much easier. Unless I'm talking too soon, they make me fight them all again, and they're way harder. But let's see. But in like the OG Kingdom Hearts, you couldn't even skip the cutscene, so if you lost, you had to watch the whole fucking thing. Oh damn! Here we go. Is this the final boss?
Here I and my other selves can be one. United in Scala et Caelum.
Scala et Caelum. Oh, okay. Now it gets its own world. It's called chess. The pyramid cities that are also underwater. Nice. Hollow Bastion. Scala et Caelum. Oh. Fly? Did you meet Peter Pan? Man, you got a lot of veins, buddy. What the fuck? Ah man, why are you a weird fucking like animal thing?
Let's get him.
Yeah.
No subtitles. Man, it's like you got super fixated with animals or something. Oh, whoa, you saw Inception too, huh?
You guys okay?
Now,
Who forgot to put, what intern forgot to put the subtitles on? Did Disney not pay them?
Xehanort!
we are just getting started.
Really let me hit you.
Be gone.
You know what?
Thank you.
Be gone. Come on. You performed admirably.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing. Hell, maybe I'll actually use an elixir instead of... Why'd they decide to make them rare? They used to not be that rare in the first game, and then it was like they realized they were too good. So instead of making like a more common elixir, like mini elixir, they decided just to make them like they don't even come in the game, you know. Elixirs are just this rare part of life,
I admire your
guess.
tenacity.
Oh, my tenacity, huh? Well, let me show you a tenacity. Oh, is that a keyboard?
Back at
Sure
ya.
do like some green ball.
Be gone. No escape.
But
Be gone.
void prism thing. Alright, I get it. That was slow motion. Damn. I need to block. That one. Alright.
Heal.
What you doing, buddy? I don't know how to block Let me regroup.
Here we
What the
go.
hell's going on?
Later. Thank you. So long.
Oh, fuck me. Motherfucker. Ah! Oh.
Back at ya.
Darkness.
Oh, son of a... Oh, is there like a... Oh no, that's just a shadow. Oh yeah! Full on, friend! Oh, I think not. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna inception us. Oh shit. I almost died. Dang, he's got all kinds of powers.
There we go. That was close.
Where am I? Yeah! Rama! Damn. Go big or go home. Man, fucking void.
Back at ya.
What?
It's over.
Taste. I think not. Come on.
You're good.
Heal.
You're pretty good, huh?
Concede. Pathetic. Not a chance. Taste defeat.
Nice.
Come on.
I don't know what to do about these green balls. That's the thing. Second game here has reflect. Do I just press square at the right time and they can hit me or something? Yeah, did you see that? Goofy just did a thing. You really let me combo you, buddy. Oh, not more. Oh, shit. I want that. Armored Xehanort can unleash... Oh... Okay. I guess that's just his name, is Armored Xehanort? Armored, I have an animal head on my head. I don't know why that happened. Did the community just demand more animals?
I admire your
More dressing up like
tenacity.
animals? Because that never happened before, and now he's like, I'm a weird fucking animal man. Let's see if I can figure out.
Come on, be gone.
Oh, shit.
No escape.
Figure out exactly. Man, I am taking a lot of damage here, buddy. Oh, you know what I never did? Maybe I should die. I don't think I ever switched to the stronger cure.
Be gone.
I think I'm still using Cura. Finish me, buddy. I'm just waiting. Avoid me.
Be gone. Be gone.
Avoid me.
You performed
Yeah, there we go.
admirably.
Did I? Let's see here. I think. Oh no, I did. Oh wait. No, I didn't. I thought so. Here we go. Now it should be a fair fight. Nah, it doesn't matter. I think a little impact. All cures use all your magic, so what's the downside in oh, get messages?
I admire your
I'm in the
tenacity.
zone. Oh,
Come on.
okay.
Be gone.
Alright, way to block in there.
Thank you.
Now Square does like another attack. So it seems. Oh.
Please.
Man, that was like a Dragon Ball Z move. Void.
Back at you.
Feel the darkness. Be gone. Taste defeat.
Fuck.
Concede.
Nah.
Here we go.
I can stop. Be gone.
Superman.
It's over. Back off.
Oh.
Concede. Pathetic. Be gone. Come on.
Back at you.
Oh.
Come on.
That's good.
Come on. Foolish. Pathetic.
That gets ya. Did I block that somehow? You're pretty good.
Heal. Back at you.
See. Pathetic. Please.
Back off.
Be gone.
Yeah, I don't think you can really block in the air. I got Blaster Blade.
There.
Oh, shit. Inception! This is my least favorite movie of 2012! Oh, he's doing it again. What the hell? Oh, this is like Twilight Princess where you're like flying around with different domains. The water fight. Oh shit. Oh fuck, did it? Did he not throw a potion? Oh. Too bad. Can I skip this? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Alright. I wonder why they kept the magic on the second slot. Because you almost always never, like, use magic in a pinch. They should have had it as a second, like, as a second magic. She got fun, man. Your attack's kind of changing underwater. Like it would have. It's weird fighting underwater. But should have been weird. Okay. Fly around. You really only fly underwater in one level. One bosses that are. Oh, maybe I should have read the tip. Maybe it tells you how to dodge the pillar of light.
This town shall be your resting place.
Zigged when I should have zagged. Square to dodge? I thought circle was dodge. It's dodge roll.
This town shall be your resting place.
Is that my finishing? Pillars of light shouldn't be pillars of darkness. Oh, good move, Goofy. You totally caught him by surprise. It's like he's not even paying attention to you. How do I get out of this? Seems like you don't. So you're just using timing right? What's the square? Where'd you go, buddy? Good thing we don't need to breathe underwater anymore, right, guys? I mean that we can. I mean that we don't need like special powers too, because we're Super Saiyan 3. We destroyed the city. I thought it looked rather pretty.
Come on.
Goofy and Dom are just not enough. Fine, I guess you don't need to say. I don't know what I'm doing. How do you fly?
Pathetically, come on, dude.
Back at you! Got him!
What?
Take this!
Pathetic. Come on.
We're Dragon Ball Z-ing over here. I don't know why I'm so high. Oh shit. Now I get it. Damn. Oh, what? This again? Somehow I got away from that. Oh, fucking lame. Haven't used this in a while.
Here we go!
You ever had like a boss like unleash a dumb move on you that you can't block? Because that's what that was.
What?
It's over!
What? Be gone.
Oh shit. This is like a Riku move.
Heal!
Oh,
Here we go!
thank you.
Do you think you have won?
I beat you with a spear. That's the problem with these upgrading your Keyblade moves is they tried to be cool, and instead of you like freezing the game and your sword changes, it was like you kind of are moving and then the enemy's moving, but you can use it to kind of cheat and dodge their big attacks. And that's kind of what happened right there. He was going to attack me some more, and I basically was invincible because I was switching from a sword to a spear. Yeah, that's why you don't dress up as an animal. Humans were meant to look human. I don't know if you're human. You might be something else. Oh. Man, there's a lot of boss fights at the end here. Quantity over quality. Yeah, let's maybe continue fighting it. Oh, somebody was playing Advent Children. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was the second game. Here we are. It's a small world after all. Let's quit this whole flying around bullshit. Let's just fight.
It's all over, Xehanort!
I said with my pirate key.
You thought you could contain me here, knowing all that you do about connections?
Wait, what? He's a light man? Oh, right, he's got... Yeah, why was he fighting me with his lesser Keyblade? Yeah, he had this, like... We saw that he had this. This isn't new information. Apparently having, like, 13 Keyblades turns into the big one.
One destiny!
Hey, you're referencing the beginning of the first game. Hey, it's this song, Classic. Classic KH song. Yeah, let's just get ass, brother. Oh, come on. It's kind of weird because usually, like, I feel like this is the final boss, but usually there's like some hints that it's gonna be the final. Like they say something like, "Hey, don't continue forward unless you want to fucking kill this guy." Oh damn it! But instead, it's like we just kind of. I was thinking this was gonna be like another like last world. Instead, it seems like it's just a boss fight area. No exploration. Yeah, I'll get pulled out of that, alright. How do you like this Final Fantasy move that we do sometimes? That's how Final Fantasy got used in this game.
There! It's over!
Oh, ice baby.
Come, Kingdom Hearts!
It's too bad Leonard Nimoy died. Or maybe it's a good thing he did. Like a heart. So the stakes are here. Oh, I know it's like a button mash. Fair enough.
Be gone! What?
I guess square is done.
Back at ya!
my combos.
Foolish.
Yeah, look at this. How you like this?
Judgment.
Oh.
Heal!
Enlighten me.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, mandatory. Yeah. I'm supposed to go over here?
Taste defeat. As your fate accepted.
Alright. Imagine if you had played the whole game and had never accidentally turned into that thing once. You would just be like, what? Wait, what is this? Let me put you in a mode that you can't use anything. You just move around weird.
Destiny is never left to chance.
Oh, is that it?
Pathetic.
Heal!
Come on.
Back off!
Be gone.
Back off! There!
Judgment. Be gone.
Back at you!
Be gone. Be gone. Be gone.
Here we go! Later!
Enlighten me.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts.
Attack Master. Like this?
Taste defeat. Come on. Be gone. Taste defeat.
Oh, did I get it? No?
Foolish. Be gone. Be gone. Come on.
Suck it to me, brother. Whoa. Interesting.
Expire.
What the fuck? Let's go.
Be gone.
Fuck,
Come on. Be gone. Be gone. Be gone.
Back at you!
fuck. What the hell?
Nice!
Okay, let's just survive the throwing area. That could have been a cool way to end it.
My shield!
Oh shit. Alright, no,
Don't
he's
get
alive.
Be gone. Come on. See. Pathetic.
Heal!
Now the sheep shot you up in the back. Oh, what the?
It ends here and now.
So we went, like, he was, like, already taken over Kingdom Hearts, and then, like, we, like, attacked and went inside of him. And now he's doing it again. There's, like, Kingdom Hearts inside of him. Or does this just not make sense? Am I supposed to be pressing comment? Oh. Did his hair turn blonde? Oh, whoa, my controller is yelling at me. That was an interesting, like, Metal Gear Solid thing. Yeah, alright. Huh? Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, you. Why did they decide to put a switch? Oh fucking shit.
Why? How?
What are you talking about?
It's
man?
over now! You lost!
Yeah, why, how, what, when, where, why, how,
No,
why, when, where,
look.
what, when, how, why, where,
You are
which.
too late.
Oh. I don't know what that means. It's a sun now? It's not the moon, it's a sun. Oh shit.
Are we really?
It was the sun the whole time.
I don't know.
You really gonna listen to what the bad guy said?
What's gonna happen?
A purge. The world will be returned whence it started. The world began in darkness, and from that darkness came light. From the light came the people, and the people had hearts. Evil burgeoned in those
Why
hearts,
didn't, again,
begetting
another
more
thing that feels
darkness.
like this should have been said at the beginning
and
of the
the
game.
darkness spread across the world like a plague. The light, the symbol of the world's hope, was devoured by shadow, leaving nothing but ruin and utter failure. But
Okay.
the first light, the light of Kingdom Hearts, it can give us a new start. An empty world, pure and bright.
It wasn't your decision to make.
Then whose was it? The world needs someone to stand up and lead. Someone strong to stop the weak from polluting the world with their endless darkness. Someone to dictate their destiny.
Alright.
If so, you're not that person, Xehanort.
Yeah, maybe it's me, even though I know less than anybody I've ever met.
A real leader knows that destiny is beyond his control, and accepts that.
Alright.
You make me think of an old friend.
A friend I killed when his back was turned.
Look!
Oh,
Speaking of... Oh, a keyhole. What do those do again? Remember in the first game that was the whole point? Keyholes and sealing them? And that you needed like a keyblade to do so? Remember that? Does anyone remember that? Remember that was like the reason our swords look like keyblades, and then they became something else for no reason?
Are you okay?
You guys look okay for whatever dumb reason.
Kingdom Hearts is closing on the other side, but we managed to follow our hearts to you.
What the fuck does that mean?
Master Xehanort.
I'm gonna give him a handshake. And there's a lot of anime noises in this game. Maybe that's why they got rid of the subtitles. What is this supposed to mean?
There's more to light than meets the eye. As I told you.
You sly fox.
What the fuck? Oh, what? Oh, this is a dumb thing. He was inside of him the whole time. Okay.
Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort.
Is that how it works?
It is too late. For us, perhaps, but not for them.
Yeah, Spock.
No. I can do this.
You can do what? What are you trying to do?
Enough. Checkmate.
Okay. Remember like when you guys had the flashback and he did beat you in chess and then it was like, no, I still win, and you just jumped spaces back and then all of a sudden he was like, but that's cheating, and you're like, eh.
I told you that you might be surprised.
Yeah, because you fucking cheated.
You got me.
Huh? Really?
What?
It's just, you never admit it when you lose.
That's because I never lose.
Yeah, you just cheated.
Good game today.
I try.
Why does his voice sound
Maybe
weird?
I won't go as far as you.
Just like talking weird?
When the world needs a defender, they'll pick you, Ericus.
Although I will kill you.
Huh?
And for real, like with a sword.
You think?
But that doesn't mean that I can't be there for you.
Yeah, and I'll be there for you.
What does that mean? What just happened? What? Why? How? Huh? Man, this game, it's like all the bad guys like become good at the end because you hit them with the sword long enough. So is that like the lesson? Bad people become good if you hit them enough? Seems to be the main message here.
Very well done.
Why are you giving it to me? Wasn't this made of like... How was this made? He like had 13 Keyblades and they turned into this one? Like somehow that makes sense? They like establish what this thing is in the PSP game and then all of a sudden it like that goes out the window and just does whatever. It's funny they're able to get Mark Hamill to come back.
Terra. Aqua. Then. Forgive your foolish teacher.
But hey, you guys haven't aged. Look at that. Isn't that something?
Master.
Man, they use the same tear-eyed effect for everybody.
Then, I put you through such a harrowing experience.
I'm
And
still
Aqua.
crying.
I left you with such a heavy burden. Terra, look after them for me.
Even though I didn't grant you the
Please.
rank of master, I don't know why I'm giving that responsibility to you. It probably should have been. I gave it to the girl since she proved to be the most capable, and you guys are just a bunch of idiots. But hey, what do I know?
Here,
Wait, what happened to
Ready?
frickin' the real answer?
my friend. Yes.
Man, this is dumb. And unearned. Oh, what in the... Who'd have thought they were the same? Oh, wait, yeah, we knew that. That isn't... This is... What is this? Fucking Darth Vader? This is like fucking Obi-Wan appearing as a Force ghost. Imagine if, like, in Return of the Jedi, as bad as people say it is, like, imagine if Luke cut off his hand and was like, I'm not gonna kill you. And instead of Darth Vader killing the Emperor, like, a ghost Obi-Wan appears and, like, the Emperor, like, becomes a good
Sora,
guy.
let's
And then
close
they
it.
all walk off, like, hand in hand into, like, to the light, and then Luke's like, oh shit, I'm on the Death Star still. And then he still,
Everybody
like,
help
run
me
away.
out.
Like, imagine how dumb of an ending that would be. That's what this was. Graphics do not make the game. So the sad thing is, like, this whole game was like, it's about us gathering 7 people to fight 13 people. And that was like the whole plot. Just to do that, and you're like, okay. But instead you play most of the game not even doing that, you're just doing random stuff. And it might as well, it's like they didn't know how to make a story out of that. They knew where they wanted it to go, but they didn't know how to make it to lead up to that because they had wasted so much material in the 3DS game, Game Boy game, PS3 game. Imagine if they took all that material and put it into this game. There was no point in making a Kingdom Hearts 3. But I guess this is the final cutscene that I'm not allowed to put on the internet. I'm sure it won't be worth it. So none of the good guys died. How awesome.
It's finally over.
Mickey has a fucking hood with ear holes in it. Roxas is a human being for no good reason.
We'll find Kyrie. Let's head back to Master Yen Sid.
Oh fuck, I forgot about Kyrie. There's so many fucking characters in this game.
I know what to do.
Sora.
My whole journey began the day I lost her.
Yeah, we know, we were there.
Every time I
Well, some of us.
she slips away again. I thought we'd finally be together. But she's out there, alone.
So now I have to kill myself.
That's right. Thank you, Donald, Goofy.
Yeah, this is it.
This time, I have to go it alone.
Sora, listen. The power of waking isn't to go chase hearts around.
I don't even know what the power of waking is.
You might never come home to us
He didn't even use any power. He just beat up Aqua, and then she came back. That wasn't any power. You guys could have done that.
Let him go, Mickey.
Huh?
Riku.
His heart and his mind are made up. I believe in him.
Man, I mean, I thought, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, like, having Riku only come back at the end of the game was like, wow, they really benched Riku. But, man, this game, he did, like, nothing. He had no final conclusion. He didn't do anything like really worthwhile. He would just kind of get beat and then go back and then talk and then talk and then exposition. That's like worse than his role in the second game. Wow, what just happened? Oh hey, it's the Disney cast. Oh yeah, Minnie's in this universe. I haven't seen her at all until just fucking right now. And Pluto. Yeah, Pluto's in this game. Wow. And Goofy doesn't have a lady because he's a fucked up, you know, individual. Oh, they're shooting fireworks. Why would they go back to their world? Like, there's nobody that lives there now. They, like, went there just to, like, I guess remember that he died. Now they can leave. Oh, there's a fucking cat person. I don't know why that cat person is there. Or why. Yeah, I don't know, man. So they went back to the whatever. What's it called? Land of Departure? And Roxas and Axel are now people. And Axel isn't wearing the cloak anymore, but he's still wearing black clothes. And Xion is now a real person. Okay, there's like plot threads that were dropped. Oh wait, huh? Oh wow, and all the organization members came back. Oh my fucking god, and then these people. Oh my god. Boy, man, this is such a fucking clusterfuck. Why? And then this is Twilight. Oh no, this is Radiant Garden Hell Bastion. Oh, so what the fuck? So this is the first time you see Naminé. It's in a cutscene. And they bring her back as, I guess she was gone, or something. That was what they spent their whole time doing, was just bringing her back? She's on the cover of the game. And she doesn't come back until the final cutscene of the game? She's on the cover of the game. What the hell, man? And then Riku is there and puts out his hand to her. What the hell is going on, man? Somebody spent time making this. Oh man. They all are at Destiny Island. They're making a Sandman. Remember when it was like they tried to bring back the fact that you're not allowed to go across different worlds? Like you have to pretend like you go on your own, and now all these people are just world jumping, like they're just going to whatever world they want. They're in Destiny Islands. And somehow that's okay. And all the Final Fantasy characters that live there are gone. And there's like 3 different versions of Kai. This is like Super Smash Bros. Where there's like clones of same fucking character. Oh, and somehow Sora got Kairi back? That they don't explain, they're just back. They're just sitting on a tree staring at the sunset. Man, this is laughably bad. And they're holding hands now, but like they had no growth this whole game. Like why not have them interact, you know? This is like he went back. This is like Kingdom Hearts 3 was written after the developer went and played every single game and realized there's things he forgot. Well now, and then Sora just disappeared. And he's gone. Okay. So I guess I guess the director of Kingdom Hearts really liked co-director, this guy. Tai Yasue. Fuck that guy. The programmers, yeah, they're okay. They didn't do anything wrong. But the technical director, Takashi Waki? Fuck that guy. Battle director, yeah, I guess you're alright, man. I guess. Next thing be like scenario and yeah, fuck you. Masaru Oka, you suck as a cutscene director. In-game cinematic director, Michio Matsura, yeah, you suck. Map director, yeah, I guess the maps were okay. Level direct, man, there's a lot of fucking directors. The levels were alright, for the most part. When the cutscenes didn't override it. Art directors, environment, yeah, no, those are alright. Animation directors, well, yeah, they were pretty good. Art directors, characters, some of them were, or most of them were pretty good. A lot of the enemies were pretty good. Visual effects, yeah, those are fine. Art director, interface, yeah, oh yeah, sure. No, that looked good, all the little taskbar things on the left. Art director, 2D character. Animation supervisor, Tatsuya Kondo. Music, oh yeah, they got her back with some other people. So maybe they didn't get her back. Maybe they just reused her old songs. Dialogue editor. Man, you sucked. Asako Suga? Maybe it was better in the Japanese version. Sound director. Music supervisor. Yeah, the music was fine. Placement was fine. Marketing and PR lead planners. I'm sure you guys did well. Shinji Hashimoto, executive producer. You should have stepped in a bit there, or did you step in a bit too much? Ria Nishi, producer. Theme song, Hikaru Utada. Of course she did fine. Sure. Opening theme, Face My Fears, English version. Hikaru Utada, Skrillex. Ending theme was all her. That's why there's no dubstep. Now they're sitting on the opposite ends? Or did they mirror this? Man, this game, where to begin? This shows why it's okay that Half-Life 3 did not come out. Because there's no way. They're right to not release it. Because it would only be disappointing. Not because the fans would have expectations that are too high, but it's like they realize they can't even meet what they already did. All they can do is nonsense. Right now it's just listing, it's not listing the, whoa, this is a mistake I think. It's not listing who played who, it's just listing the characters from those worlds. I think they forgot to put in the voice actors. This is really embarrassing. Oh, okay, they just put them all under one because they couldn't put them next to each other, I guess. Okay. James Patrick Stewart, not the one you think. Ah. Damn. It's kind of surreal playing like a game you thought that would never come out and then being like totally kind of let down by what they did with it. Like there's kind of like staples for like how the first two main games went that it's like they forgot about. Like having a prologue that introduces you to kind of the universe and what the fuck is going on. They just threw you into Hercules World, which is like a, that's like a weird movie to throw you into, considering all the other movies they did. were kind of more newer. Except for, you know, Toy Story, I guess. But that was more of a legacy game. And Phil is here for whatever reason. They couldn't get a voice actor for him. Oh, man. So the game should have started off with, at that final world, you were just there. Tutorial style, you're playing as fucking, what's his name? Ericus, like young Ericus, and you're just kind of like learning some of the moves. You go through the full, you know, the weird stained glass thing, you go through all that. And then you come in and then you're playing, and you know, like you fight with your rival, who would just be like, who's Riku, but he's, you know, Xehanort, he's the main bad guy, and you guys are still kind of friends, but you like discuss philosophy, and then you also kind of discuss like the world, like what Kingdom Hearts is, why it would be up, you know, interesting for somebody to take it over. I still don't even know what Kingdom Hearts is after all of this, and there was just a big battle for it at the end. I don't know what it does, what you get from it. I don't get it. I still don't really get it. He just said, he kind of said it, I guess, at the end. He was like, everything began in darkness, then there was light, and then people had light, and then evil came over and took over the light, so I want to create a new era, a new planet, to be all light. But then he was like, he's like the bad guy, though, that's saying this. You know, he's like killing people to get this done, but it's like he can't understand the whole hypocrisy, and then he still gets a happy ending at the end. I don't know, that's pretty dumb. The way the worlds played out didn't really make sense. Like you had, so Hercules World was just a weird clusterfuck of a bunch of stuff. Kind of ran around. It was like they built all the worlds and then later like tried to figure out how to use them, and then sometimes they didn't. Toy Story was the only like great world where everything worked out exactly how, you know, it should have. Where it like you, as you play through it, you progress to each new area. Like the story requires you to go to each new area. Like Tangled kind of did that too, I guess. That also worked, but that was kind of like weird with the weird cutscenes where you're just watching the movie and you're not really involved with it. It's just you're watching the movie. And then, man, Frozen was really bad. That was just a bunch of cutscenes and you're like zipping around all the place. I never even went back to that world, just because I wanted to avoid the PTSD of that, you know. Monsters Inc. was alright. You kind of progressed through that. That kind of worked. Each area you went to and you fought. The one, like, biggest waste, like the Pirates of the Caribbean world, man. Like, so much work went into that. It was, like, huge islands, you know, across the water. And then you have, like, the Port Royal, which is really big and is, like, just like the movie. It's like bigger than any single world in any of the other games. And you don't even have to do anything there. You're just kind of there for a little bit. They have you chase crabs, I guess. But that was really weird and awkward. Like, that shouldn't have been in it. They could have just made a different island or something. Or something to make sense to be a part of, like, the world or the game. That plot was all over the fucking place, but... Well, this doesn't make sense. Sully has Boo? I thought they sent her back. It's like... he can't not keep visiting her. Like, the end of the first game was like, or the first movie, I mean, they get rid of the door and then they rebuild it anyway, so it's like he just can't leave well enough alone for whatever reason. I don't know. Big Hero 6, that was alright. You at least had to like explore the city, you know, and you did stuff in the city. I don't know, it just kind of weird. It just felt very inconsequential. It felt like Kingdom Hearts 2 where you just kind of went to the worlds and you just did it because that's what you do. They didn't have a main reason for you to go to the worlds anymore. It's like they couldn't figure out one. They did in the first game, it was like you have to protect the worlds from getting destroyed. And by doing that, you go and you find the keyhole, you seal it. Once you seal it, you're out of there because you're like, okay, safe. But now it's like you go to the worlds and you're like, oh, we already sealed the keyhole. Dang it, we can't do that quite again. I don't know why not, but we just can't do that. And then in this game, you go to like all new worlds, and they don't want you to seal the keyhole. Like, you could have sealed the keyhole, it's not like you did it again. At least you would have a reason for being there. Like, why not have that? Why not be like, oh, the organization's going to destroy this world, you just seal the keyhole and then they can't, you know. And that's your reason for going. Like, that's pretty simple, easy to understand. At least I would know why I was playing these worlds, but they couldn't even do that. I mean, does it really matter? The difference is the worlds would play out the same. It would just be there's no keyhole at the end. And it doesn't really matter because that's keyhole sealing's just a cutscene, but that would have been like neat at least. At least you would have felt like you were there for a reason instead of just visiting. Winnie the Pooh world, I don't even know why they had it in there. Hercules world, I don't know why they had in if they weren't going to do the Colosseum stuff and have you fight Final Fantasy characters. I thought that was the whole point of it in the first 2 games. Really all the games. I don't know why you go back there. And then there's so many cutscenes where it just doesn't make sense. I guess the big problem with this game is the difficulty. Everything felt kind of too easy. There were some challenging parts. But for me, like, never playing it, I'm basically just button mashing and, like, dodging. Either it's because I played the other games and they never could come up with another way to fight the other people. It was like you fight one boss, you fought them all. Maybe that's the problem, is that they're not that creative in coming up with new kinds of bosses. It used to be there was, like, very... like forced or mandatory like sections where it'd be like you could be hitting them for a while and then they would switch it up and be like, okay, now you can't hit me, I'm going to do this move that you have to dodge. And so you kind of practice between the different phases within the boss fight. But in this, it was mostly, there wasn't a lot of that. There's a few things where that happened, but and man, what a clusterfuck of a final cutscene. Like, what happened there? They haven't, I don't know. They shouldn't have made any other games after the first one. It should have just been the first game. And that was it. That game wasn't that confusing, really. It's pretty easy to follow. Man, but maybe it's just the whole Disney thing. I mean, you look at the state of Star Wars now, and you look at the state of Star Wars games, those don't really come out. You don't really see anything that's like, that's all like very controlled by them, and obviously by people who don't really know what they're doing. They just look at numbers on a spreadsheet all day. Single player games can't work if you don't have a story or things people want to follow. It's like, I don't think this game had an audience. It obviously wasn't made for the people who played the first games. I mean, I guess it was for kids who watched the Frozen. I guess it's for kids who liked Frozen, I guess, like that generation, who would also want to play this game. But it's not even for them because it's so confusing to explain what happened. There's so much where you don't really know what happened, and so many times, and the characters either try to over-explain everything or just voice how much they don't know what's going on. Is that what a kid's supposed to do? A kid's either supposed to already know or never know. Man, it's funny. It's funny looking at the reviews when this game first came out. People were giving it like scores on par with like the first and second game, and you were like, "Whoa, dang, this game must be pretty good." And then you were like, wonder why? Why did they get rated so high? This is by far the worst Kingdom Hearts game I think that has ever come out. I guess they've just been getting worse over time. Felt like you played the first game and it was like fine if you liked that stuff, and then you played, I guess, the Game Boy game if you had a Game Boy and wanted to play the first game again with like a different card system. I don't know, it was like a lesser version of it, and then you play the second game and it's like better style, I guess, and more fluid and all that, but worse story. And then the Birth by Sleep comes out, tries to kind of explain why the fuck it was so confusing, like the Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you kind of go, okay, those games kind of go together. You can't really play the second one without playing Birth by Sleep afterwards so that you don't feel like you're completely confused, but still not really a good game. And then they kind of make the 3DS game, made me think they were going to course correct, kind of going back towards what worked, and now it's, yeah, now we have this mess. And I don't even know what happened at the end. I hope I got the secret cutscene. Be disappointing if I didn't get that. Oh, here's that sword again. The evil sword with the eye. I don't even know what the bad guys are trying to do. Oh wow, and Maleficent never comes back. Why was she even in this game? They should have just removed all cutscenes she was in. She did nothing. Finally back where it belongs. Oh, and here's these fucking people from that fucking phone game. Man, why was Maleficent and Pete? Why were they in this game? They did nothing. Man, this game was such a this was like, this game, I think, was what would have happened to Metal Gear Solid 5 if they didn't try to finish it all. Like, if they weren't like, oh, we have no time to finish it, let's just hodgepodge everything together. Instead, Metal Gear Solid 5 got to the end and was like, you're not going to let us finish? Fine. Then it's unfinished. That's all you get. We're not going to sacrifice little things just because it's not finished. Luxu? What the fuck, dude? How does this make sense? What the fuck? So Zigbar is a real bad guy? This makes no sense. Man, this is... Man, this is beyond stupid. Oh, there's Maleficent and Pete. I guess they are back. Oh, seriously?
Meaning what?
I told her clear as day what it is I had to do.
And is that why you decided to exclude her?
As if Papa had her own mission, and she carried it out. I've heard enough. Lucian, what was your role?
What was his role? To get possessed?
I hope you like long stories.
Because this one's really long and really confusing. Oh my god. This is turning into Metal Gear Solid 4. Kingdom Hearts 3. What's the worst that could happen? This. I think this is the worst that could have happened. This is the worst it could be.
I heard about this new game.
It's called chess. And I can play it however I want.
Seven black pieces and
One white piece. Why, I don't get it. Seven black pieces and one white piece? Sora's in some Japanese-like city. Is he in Tokyo? Did he just transverse to the real world? Riku is here as well. Their clothes are all wet. There's streetlights. There's cars. I don't think this is the Big Hero 6 place. But who knows, maybe is this downtown Japan? Or something? Is Sora and Riku in Japan? Is that what? Somebody's sitting on top of the city? It's this fucking blue-eyed, red-eyed guy? Is this the guy from the game they made up? No, now there's like an organization member standing. Doing something. Making a heart out of a fucking moon. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. Man, what does that mean? Wow, that was the end. They're wearing hoods. This was the end of the game. That was... Was that a secret ending? Man, this is bad. Jesus. Another chapter closed? What do you mean another chapter? Shouldn't this have been the end of the game? Oh man, this game leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Lost Masters has been added to the theater. Yozora has been added to the theater. That was the secret movie. It was basically nothing. It's an epilogue, which is just as dumb, even not even attached to anything. Damn. Man, there's so much unexplained. Maleficent and Pete were looking for a box. And then you don't even see the outcome of it. Their whole motive of the whole game, you don't even see if they find it or anything. And Xigbar was the main bad guy orchestrating everything? Or are there no bad guys? People just talk, do stuff? Damn. Battle gates have appeared across the worlds. Why would you play them?
Xehanort has to be somewhere in town.
Why would you continue to play this game? There's no more answers. Just, do you think they're gonna solve any of the questions they ask at the end of the game? This should have been a world you explored, not just an area for a final boss courtyard scene. Ugh. This game is very, very disappointing.